Hi yogis, namaste. We're going to be breaking down the crow pose for you today, Bakasana. There are many ways of coming up into your Bakasana, but today we're going to focus on the version that's the most accessible to beginners. So let's come up onto your squat, have your feet down onto the mat, lift the hips off the mat. Now it's okay if you find it difficult to ground your heels, that's not the focus for today. As long as you're keeping your spine tall, and if you can, hands to your heart, have your elbows to the inside of your knees. So you're using the strength of your arms to open up through the inner thighs. All right. If you can ground down, go ahead. The same thing happens here. Elbows on the inside of the knees. Use the strength of your arms to pull open. And just stay here for a moment. Now, the key thing to remember is you need to warm up first. All right. So even before attempting your crow pose, make sure you're warmed up in your upper body, your core, and your hips and your inner thighs. All right. Stay here. Let's just take one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, have your hands opened up. So you're facing your palm forward. Spread out your fingers. Now the key thing about your arm balance is the only contact point with your mat are your palms. There's nothing else. Everything else is off the mat. Okay? So you want to spread out your fingers and you want to make sure the knuckles are grounding down and not just the heels of the palms. So oftentimes when we come up into an arm balance, it ends up looking like this. All right, so there's a bit of doming here, which means the knuckles are not pressing down. You want to make sure you're pressing down through the knuckles. If not, all the pressure gets into the heels of the palms, and that would not be nice for your wrist after practicing some arm balances. Okay, so from here, spread out your fingers. Fingers are never closed in together, always open up. And make sure knuckles are pressing down, so you take the weight and the pressure away from the heels of the palms. Okay, so open up your hands, bring your palms down to the mat. Now your elbows stay on the inside of the knees. The version that we're working on today will activate a lot of inner thighs as well as core to find your lift. All right. So from here, press your palms down. Now instead of the knees just relaxing here, you want to squeeze the knees into the triceps. So bring it up as high as you can. If you can't, then it's okay, bring it lower, but just avoid cramping where the elbow is. Okay, so don't put pressure on the elbow, slightly higher, or if you can, as high as you can, up towards the armpit. Okay, pressing down here, squeeze the knees in. At the same time, your hands want to open up. So there's a bit of a friction or resistance going on between your body parts here. Hands want to open up, knees want to squeeze in. So it's kind of like your body is fighting here. That's how you keep the connection there. And that's how you're going to keep when you lift your feet off the mat. Okay, so from here, creating that shape, creating that tension between your arms and your knees. Your hands will come down. You're going to tiptoe here. You're still creating this force here between your hands and your knees, so never relax that. Always keep that in. Press your palms down, spread the fingers, check the knuckles. Now you're just going to lean forward. Just lean forward. Feel the weight shifting forward. You're still creating that pressure between your arms and your knees here as you do this, as the body moves. Tiptoe, maybe bring one foot close to the butt, release down. Your hips are maintaining at a low level, you're not lifting too high. Maybe try the other side and release down. So from the side view, I'm going to show you. So now if you're ready to rock up into your crow, you make sure this is solid, knee and arm on both sides. Press your palms down, lean forward. Now your gaze keeps forward. Don't look down. If you look down, you're going to face plant. Keep your neck long, keep shifting, maybe one foot in, shift, 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 maybe both feet up, maybe big toes to touch, wherever you are. Stay for as long as you can and then release back into your squat. Okay? Option here is to use your blocks to bring your feet up a little higher if you feel that it's a little tight for your hips today. Okay? Use 2 blocks if you have them. Have them side by side, so 1 foot on each block. Take your time. Same thing here, hands on the inside of the knees, create the resistance. You can open up your palms a little bit wider than shoulder width if that helps you, but it's very individual. You got to test it out. And when you're ready, same thing, shift, come down. 1 foot, come down. One more time maybe, come down. Same thing applies, keep the resistance. Shift, shift, long neck, gaze forward, 1 foot. Maybe both feet together and slowly release. After any arm balance, take a quick child's pose, remove your blocks. Have your knees down, hips moving back towards your heels and just relax. So as long as you need here, catch your breath. Key things to remember. I'm going to summarize this, okay? Resistance, elbows on the inside of the knees. Elbows want to open up. Knees want to hug in. So they're fighting here, okay? That helps you use the inner thighs for you to move into your crow. Your neck is long. Don't look down. Keep the gaze forward. So if you're shifting forward, your gaze is slightly ahead of you, not down, okay? And then just try 1 foot at a time for shift the weight. So there's no rush. Take your time. Always take your time. So as much as you're shifting forward, you're feeling the weight move forward and relax. No rush. It's just a matter of shifting the weight. Take your time. Okay, and when you're ready, you come up into your crow. Press down into your palms. Remember your contact point with the mat. And release. Okay, hope that helps you. So if you want to try a different version of crow, I'll post up another video for another day. For now, this is for beginners. And thank you so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a comment below. Otherwise, namaste. Happy practicing.